Back in the saddle. And we're ready to go. A good feeling about this. Ignore. Fine. Don't worry about it. We'll let the theme play. Good to see we're live. Twitch gave me no indication of that. Actually, we're gonna... a little bit more. A little bit more audio in there. Nope. No, too much music. Right there. Alright then. Let the theme play once. It is time to play. So, all that trouble a little over a week ago that I was having problems with the game being slow to load and sometimes being unplayable, it wasn't the game. My hard drive was dying. So, okay, I may have to adjust my mic settings. It seems to be picking up quite a bit of audio. Or I can just move it down, I guess. Yeah, it turns out my hard drive was dying, so I had to buy a new hard drive, bring over as much stuff as I could. I brought over my saves, and then I had to redo my installation with all the mods and everything. That was a very feminine yawn. Any matter. And so we have all our stuff still, and our quests and stuff should basically all be intact. I hope. But because some things have changed around with the mods, some things are different. I installed things a different way around than last time. Last time I installed the step modding guide and then Morrowind Rebirth. This time I did it Morrowind Rebirth and then the modding guide on top of that to replace a lot of the models and textures from there. So it's gonna look hopefully better than before. The only thing I'm really sad about actually is the fact that the map here is was completely reset. But everything else should be the same. We should be good. Our strength, our stats are still good. Our items that we have are still good. I mean, Chrysamere looks different. It actually looks a little less ridiculous for how long it is. So that's nice. So a recap from where we were last time. We had just killed the former master of the Fighters Guild. We are named new Grand Master of the Fighters Guild, which with it comes absolutely no responsibilities or duties or anything whatsoever. Just hold on. Yeah. It just is a title that we have, and nothing happens. But I mean, that's pretty much standard for the Elder Scrolls game. I wish there was more past Grandmaster or something. Like as Grandmaster, you got to actually just give missions out to people, like the previous Grandmaster did, and that you followed. One quick thing, we are going to refresh Twitch page so I can get updated information. Make sure the chat is up and running. Okay. Another nice thing is I upgraded to OBS Studio, which means I don't have to cycle the capture every time I alt tab out, which is nice. But, okay. I do want to check my journal, as I haven't played this in a little over a week. Trying to remember exactly what quests we have to undertake. We have the egg mine. That one's annoying, because all we know is up in north. I did look up where it is, so I have a rough idea of where to look for it. Kill the Allah. Killed him. I don't know why it's still a quest. Find Mathis Dolabar. Okay, I need to return and fill out that quest. Let's see, Imperial Cult, Iceblade of the Monarch. It is in the ancient Dunmer stronghold of Rotharen. Or Rotharen. South or something coast of Sheograd. I think I know where that is. That's actually, okay, so when we go after the Iceblade of the Monarch, we'll actually probably grab the egg mine at the same time. Maiden's Token. I thought I had already done that, but maybe we did that and then it crashed and the stream died and I didn't save. Rescue. Okay, that's the Ashlander camp. Road to Mournhold. I'm glad that's still in there. I reinstalled that mod. And then the whole Nerevarine quests. Alright, so first things first, we're going to do Turn to the House Veteran thing. And say that we found Mathis Dolabar. Dolobar. And then we might actually head north to the Sheograd region to grab the Iceblade of the Monarch. Which should hopefully be a really cool looking weapon, because I did get a replacer for it. Yeah, that sand is slowing us down a bit. Well, it's not sand, I should say. Ash storm. So yeah, because I installed Morrowind Rebirth over everything last time, it actually overwrote a lot of the model and texture replacers I was using. So the game's gonna look a little bit better, hopefully, than it did last time. My sleeves are just bugging me. My buttons, roll them up. Alright. That looks pretty much the same. It looks a little bit lighter in here. I think the textures are slightly brighter. Or it might be something different with the shaders. Yes, I found out what happened to him. You have more duties. Stole a founder's helm from one of our tombs. Am I willing... would you be willing to recover this founder's helm from the godless Hlaalu? Okay, I guess I can find who stole his helm. Alvis Terry stole a founder's helm from the Uverin ancestral tomb. He boasted of this feat at the 8 Plates Inn in Balmora. Wears the helm openly. Confront him, demand the helm, slay him if necessary, but do not shame House Redoran by murdering him. You must not murder Alvis Terry. Threaten him, taunt him. These are allowed. You can even slay him as long as he strikes you the first blow. If you resort to murder, Hlaalu will brag for years that all Redoran are thugs and murderers. I could see how that would be the case, and Did I advance? I am now lawman. Close. Nope, okay. Just lawman. I really shouldn't sing along with the main theme. It just kind of ruins it. That was painful. Speaking of pain... So, before we head north, on other questing duties, let's head to Balmora and deal with this a bit more mundane trouble, I guess would be the right word. Well, that rain doesn't sound good. Like, quality-wise. Like, I think I might be missing an audio mod. Alright, let's just turn that down for now so I'm not bleeding from the ears. Eight plates. I don't think we've been in the 8 plates yet. No. You're part of the Mages Guild. You're an escort quest. You. That's one of the Founder's helms. Just what I need. Another stupid Redoran. Do I look stupid? I'm wearing ebony armor. And, what's it called? The Lord's Mail. Seriously. I don't think so. I like the way it fits. Oh. Really? That does it. Die. You like the way it fits. You ransack a tomb and steal an artifact of another house. And you won't give it back because you like the way it fits. Kind of petty. I mean, seriously. You look at this. You think you can challenge this. Yeah, we're just gonna go right back. Do all the run. Spend the night on Siltstrider. Ish. I don't think it'll be morning by the time we get there. But we could always stay at the Fighters Guild. In fact, it is 1 a.m. So let's go back to the Fighters Guild and rest up for the night. Where is our quarters? We are Grandmaster, by the way. What can I do for you, Master? A little advice? How do you judge a job? Decide if it's too tough for you. Question. Me? I check 3 things. Location, opposition, and payoff. First, it's a long walk. If it's a long walk, I worry. Is it Daedric Ruin or Dummer Stronghold or Telvanni Tower? I worry. If it's way up north or near Red Mountain, I worry. Second, the opposition is tough. I worry. Daedra, worry me. Vampires, worry me. Telvanni Wizards, worry me. Third, if the reward is fat, I worry. Nobody pays you a crate of gold for a walk in the park. And Ghosticus! I know, I'm back! Computer died. Well, hard drive died on me. Well, didn't die, was dying. Need to be replaced before it did die. And then I didn't have much time. I was working a lot last week. Didn't have time to reinstall all the mods. Took about a week to actually get all the mods back in and running, but we have it up, we have it running, and we haven't lost any progress. Okay, I mean, we've lost like 15 minutes due to a failed stream where I attempted to work through the game even though I didn't know that my hard drive was failing, and that was the issue, and it wasn't the game that was having a problem. Well, we're Grandmaster of the Fighters Guild now, which is nice. Do you have any good weapons? It doesn't look... Oh, yep. So we're buying that right away. We're gonna keep the summer. I like it. Store it. Oh, the glove. I have the glove. I need to return the glove. I go up north for the glove because I already have the glove. Good. No. Mararana's ring. What is that ring for? I have Moon and Star. Okay. I'll just buy your thing. I don't think you take Dwemer coins. Yeah, you don't. Pay 3. So, I like this helmet. It has reflect 10%. In defense of Minecraft clone? Good muffin. Let's see. I want that ring. Okay, so to give a bit of contrast, this is our current helm, which doesn't look bad. Like lighting. It's not a bad looking helm. It's Imperial, but it's nice. It's shiny. That kind of matches the Lords of Mail. All right, fine. But then this, that looks much more intimidating. The more regal. The gold accents match really well with the ebony armor. The only problem is it's not enchanted with reflect 10%. Where Whereas this is reflect 10%, constant effect. Which is really nice. We'll wear this one for now, but if we get in tough fights, we may have to grab the other one. Now, where are the rooms? Where is my room? I am Grandmaster. So maybe I can just use his room? I mean, he was the former Grandmaster. I do have his key. And... oh, the stuff respawned. Well, let's grab the glass curious. I don't need the orcish stuff, though. Alright. Let's rest for 5 hours. There we go. I think nothing like it is certainly an overstatement, but there's certain things that I think that Minecraft does is be unique. Though I am somewhat biased as I do work on the game. Alright, so... wow, that was a very even level. So strength, willpower, and agility. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck, the saps. Did you know you've earned every ounce of your success? Indeed. Indeed I have. And now we gotta go return the Founder's Helm to the House Veteran Representative. That's a nice morning. Nice out, actually. Sun's just coming up over the ghost gate. Ghost fence. See Red Mountain in all its splendor. Wonder, splendor, and terror. All in one. That rock has holes in it and is letting sun through. Ah, glitches. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so yeah. Like it's a clone, and it's different in the ways that it's lacking stuff, not different in its core concepts. That's what. Its core concepts are similar, very similar, but it's lacking in the variety of content that the full-fledged game actually does have. Yep, here it is. Here's the Founder's Helm. Now, he did well not to bring shame on his house. Yes. I advance. I am now kinsman. Or kinswoman, I guess, be the title. Anything else? Jolene Phelan needs help with her guar herds again. Sounds like trouble with bandits. Good thing I know where her guar herds are. It happens, especially further from the law. Usually the bandits are outcast Ashlanders. Go talk with Jolene Phelan again. She may be able to tell you where the bandits are. So, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, Ghosticus, but I was talking about what's changed since I had to remod the game. And I still have all my quests. I still have all my items. There's one thing that I lost, though. And I don't think I could have prevented it. And I lost everything that I had explored on the map. It's all gone. It went away. Well, okay, partially. I mean, I did think I was going crazy at some point. Mainly when I was just trying to copy over files, and it took so dang long because my computer hard drive was dying. Instead of transferring like hard drive speed, which is usually megabytes per second and relatively fast, no, we were in kilobytes per second, and it was painful. Bad. That wasn't last weekend, that was the weekend before, so. Our destination, we wish to, no, we don't wish to travel. What am I doing? I don't need to travel. It was bad, like 11 gigs, so it's like a good sized flash drive amount. Took 5 hours. 5 hours. Yeah. And thankfully I only transferred off my old hard drive, like 200 gigs of stuff. It still took 2 full days, and even overnights. I mean, I finally got it all off, all the stuff I needed, and then I just had to reinstall a bunch of stuff. Oh, come here, Nick Sound. You have a new model and I want to kill you. Why are you not hostile? Guess he's not diseased. Ow. Oh. Yeah, it's actually nice that some of my texture replacers are not overwritten by Morrowind Rebirth now. I can actually read the signs. Four more. We'll be back to full. Oh, so it looks like your friend over there that didn't attack me was just an idiot. Also, video controls preferences. EI distance, far, menu transparency, it's fine, difficulty, always use best attack, on. You. So I'm gonna probably be walking everywhere for a little while. Nearly bloodshed. Speaking of children in Minecraft, so I'm on the official Minecraft Discord server while I'm at work there, chatting with community members and such. Just fun, get feedback and stuff. But Discord, like, legally, you have to be over 13 to be on Discord, or 13 or over. We actually enforce that on our server. So it's hilarious how many people that are under 13 that'll come onto the server and then announce their age. It's like all they have to do is not. I mean, we have to do it because we're an official server and for legal reasons. But like, they could literally. Yeah, there's like, this morning there was like 2 9-year-olds within like 20 minutes of each other. They're just like, oh hey, hi, I'm 9. I'm like, why do kids just announce their age online? Do you think people are impressed? I guess that might be what they think. I don't know. I wasn't on the internet when I was that young. I mean, I'm not gonna say that the internet didn't exist. The internet definitely existed. Peter wasn't up to it at the house. So I just ended up playing the crap out of Zoo Tycoon. Haha, I remembered my way here. And Yo's at least 1 year older. So yeah, they're probably younger than that, true. But then we just ban them. Yes, you're having trouble with bandits, I heard. The bandits have only tried to attack Gitmygar and those 2 other herders nearby. The bandits came from the south last time, and they led off one of my best guar that way. I checked south of here to see if there are any caves or tombs the bandits could be hiding in. Well, isn't that vague? South of here, check for caves or tombs. And because my map is reset... Oh, interesting. Just the global map, not the local map. Also, I figured out something when I was reinstalling mods this time. I figured out where I can actually set grass density. It was at 100% before, which is really obnoxious. I decreased it now down to 60. It's true, Squamp. If they did it well, I would like it. And I think to get the swamps... Okay, what I think they need to get right with Elder Scrolls 6 is they don't need to nail the visuals precisely. But they need to capture the feel. Pretty sure this is the place, considering that there's guar outside. They're not hostile. Looks like they belong to someone. And that's what I think Morrowind still holds up to some degree, is because they got the feel of the environments right. As long as you feel like you're in a swamp, it doesn't matter if it necessarily looks 100% like you're in a swamp. And I guess I would say Oblivion did that. I mean, it feels like you're in a forest, sort of. I don't think it does as well as Morrowind. And then Skyrim, you sort of feel like you're... There's very few locations that feel really good in Skyrim, in my opinion. There's a lot of locations that look good. But getting ones that feel good as well as looking good, that's going to be a bit trickier. I also just noticed that it is really, really frickin' dark. Alright, we're going to hope and cross our fingers that Morrowind doesn't crash currently. What we're going to do is we're going to add a filter in OBS Studio because they do different things here. I can do not sharpen, scaling, aspect display, chroma key, color correction. We can boost the gamma. The way you see is very similar to what I see. Around there. It's a little off. It's also a little hard to judge because I'm doing this on 2 different monitors. And one is warmer than the other, like color temperature wise. This one that I'm looking at is a little bit colder, and this one's a little bit warmer. Also, I agree with you, Ghosticus. I completely 100% agree with what you're saying. They are not going to be able to get away with one province, just due to the expectations and scale of stuff. Fallout 4, they got away with having a very similarly sized world with the density that they did. I personally would have had a larger world, keep the amount of stuff the same, but make it larger and have a little bit more empty space between things. I feel like they're a little bit afraid of empty space, and they shouldn't be as afraid. You can have a little bit empty space between things. It helps give separation to locations and events, and you don't want it all blurring together. Like in Fallout 4, often you'll be fighting bandits that are located in a certain area, but as you're fighting the super mutants that are sitting next door in their own separate, like, encounter location, they hear you and then they start to join in the fight or something. You need a little bit of buffer, little buffer space, which I think is a little easier on an Elder Scrolls game because a lot of it is dungeons and underground and you have caves and stuff, and that works as a good buffer. That's a very natural buffers. You get the loading screen there. Whether or not they'll have loading screens, who knows? They tried to get rid of a lot of them with Fallout 4. They did. But to say how many they'll actually have. Alright, I believe that was the bandits. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get away with just one province. They could maybe get away with one province worth of content, but not one province worth of scale. That's the thing. And most of the other provinces are smaller than Skyrim or Cyrodiil was. And, okay, so there's an idea that's been kicking around in my head for a while. I kind of want to turn it into like a video essay on YouTube. There's a lot of people that do really good like video essays about games and topics and stuff. And I've been having one that's kicking around in my head for a while. Basically on why Skyrim's geography sucks. And it's not necessarily the geography itself, it's just it's not utilized correctly. But one of the subsets of that is one thing I hadn't really clicked in my mind. I didn't realize this, and I didn't realize it was a problem recently, and that was that all of the guilds in Skyrim only ever have one location associated with them, and that's a problem. Fighters Guild, the Companions in Whiterun, they're literally just in Whiterun. Like that's their headquarters. So what you get is you get a starfish effect. So you go out, do quests, come back. Go out, do quests, come back. It's all go back to one central point for that quest line. Same with Thieves Guild. You're in Riften. You come back to Riften. Go out, come back to Riften. Go out, come back to Riften. Mages Guild, Winterhold. Go out, come back. Go out, come back. And it makes those locations, while detailed, and they are good locations, overused. Whereas Oblivion, and Morrowind had this as well. Oblivion, I think, did it the best of any Elder Scrolls game. And yeah, Dark Brotherhood even. Is where each location, or each city, had a guild hall. So when you would do Mages Guild missions in Oblivion, which I haven't done all of them. I've basically gone to the Arcane University and I got my staff, and I think that was as far as I ever gotten. We may go farther with this character. When we get to Oblivion. But Oblivion, every town had a guild hall for at least Mage's Guild and Fighter's Guild. I've never gotten that far in the Thieves Guild, so I don't know. But the Thieves Guild fences, they had fences where you could sell your stolen goods around. Brotherhood was one location, for the most part. Exactly, for so-and-so, yeah, for more work. Which pushes you naturally to go to other towns. And because there's local guild halls at every town, your guild quests don't need to take you across the world. If you're in a guild hall, the guild quests can be localized, which definitely helps with utilizing the geography and making sure that your quests and the people you interact with, I don't want to say belong, but are it makes it so that there's a logical consistency to why you're in your location. And Skyrim lacks logical consistency for the most part. Skyrim lacks a step in its location determination. Like, in all games, it's, why is it in this location? Because it needs to be. But that's as far as Skyrim goes. We're like, Morrowind here. Oh, why? World map. Why do I need to go over into the Ashlands to speak with the Ashlanders? Well, they're Ashlanders. They've been exiled to the Ashlands. So therefore you need to go to this location. Specifically, this geographical location because of the culture that is there. Whereas Skyrim, it's, why is the Thieves Guild in Riften? Because Maven's in Riften. But why is Maven in Riften? Like, it's just, oh, we need a town, put the Thieves Guild in. Huh. Well, let's give them a corrupt leader and stuff. Why is it in that corner of the world? In the birch forests or aspen forests? Because it looks pretty and they put it there? Like, there's no reason for the Thieves Guild to be there. Other than, the Thieves Guild could have been Markarth. Like, the story of the Thieves Guild would not have changed. Maybe Golden Glow Estate might have been different. But you could have just as easily replaced Golden Glow Estate with the silver mines of Markarth. And that's why Skyrim geography doesn't matter. Why is the first dragon that you go fight for through yourself to the blades? Why are you going over to Kynes Grove? Because the dragons are following a southwesterly course, I guess, that they're starting from the southwest. Why are they starting from the southwest? Because we chose a location. No, it doesn't. It's not a larger town. Okay, it's a little bit larger, like in scale, but there's not like there's more stores or less stores. There's the same number of inns. All the inns cost the same. That's another thing that just bugs me about Skyrim. Is that Oblivion, I think, did this the best, where the inns had variable prices, especially if you were in like the Imperial City. There was like 4 or 5 places to stay. You had really nice places where it cost you like 50 gold a night. And then you have the slums, which cost 10. Skyrim, it's like, nah, 10. Everywhere, 10. Doesn't matter if it's the nice winking skeever or if it's just in Riverwood, 10 gold. the one bit of geography that makes sense in Skyrim, or the one thing that they utilize geography-wise, exactly. There's no contrast. With that, Mortimer, welcome to chat. Welcome to the stream today. We're just ranting about the various aspects of geography and how it is utilized in games while playing Morrowind, and discussing the story and lore behind it. Yes, we got rid of those bandits. Good more duties for me. One of the counselors has been threatened. I mean, I did kill the head counselor, so you guys could name me a Hortator, but, there's another one's being threatened, not by me? Alright. Sergio Athen Satheri, counselor of House Fredorin, believes his life is in danger. He's in Satheri Manor under Scar, and I need someone to guard him. Exactly, Ghostkiss. Another problem with Skyrim is it's just too uniformly distributed. There are no... Oh, I'm now House Cousin. Oh, you cannot advance me to rank. I need to speak with him. Quickly, go to Satheri Manor. From here, is on the second door to your right. Yep. Stay there until he gives you another order, or until more guards arrive. Alright, so I guess we're going to do that right away. It was just too uniformly distributed. There's no areas of wilderness. I mean, there's areas of wilderness between cities. Exactly. No Elder Scrolls game got it perfect. Well, that's not a good sign. But there are certainly ones that did certain aspects better. You're here to guard me? Thank the Tribunal. The assassins have already taken my guards. I fear there will be more. Stay alert, Imperial. Like, there's certain aspects that Skyrim got really well done. Really right. But there's certain aspects that it does not get right at all. Geography is one of them. So I have a question. Your two guards are laying here dead. I walked in. You say the assassins are around. Wouldn't they have already gotten to you? Because you're right next to your guards. See, I wish the scale of Daggerfall came back. Because I would play that without fast travel. If it looked better and was nicer. Great. We got some Morong Tong. Like, so, true. The Mortimer, that is possible. That is what happened. I'm not gonna take their armor. But Ghostkiss, one thing I do have to say to that before we continue on here is that the Elder Scrolls games are post-apocalyptic. There's a big thread on Elder Scrolls lore subreddit about this, but to summarize, since the first era was the best era as far as the highest technology, highest standard of living, and all this other stuff, and it's just been degrading after averted apocalypse after averted apocalypse. I mean, they're somewhat averted, but there's some that actually still happen. But it's been in decline over all the years. Alright. I'll tell her that you are safe. I saved you from Morong Tong assassins, who were probably sent by House Alalu. Yeah, they're scumbags. They may be allied with the Emperor. Thanks, Jagartharn. Indeed. Yep, he's safe. I hope Athen is okay. He and my father were close friends, and the Cetheri family, I'm assuming by was close friends, I mean your father's dead. And the Cetheri family have had enough trouble recently. Guard duties, hey, and Drakes, Safia, Gamel, it's not much. Perhaps you can make good use of it. And Drakes, I would decline the coin if it was an option. I currently... Okay, which Jagar Tharn are you talking about? Are you talking about the one in Elder Scrolls Online? The second era one? Or are you talking third era Arena? I think Arena was Jagar Tharn. Yeah, Arena. I mean, both of them were bad dudes, don't get me wrong. I'm just curious which one you're referencing. Enhancement? Okay, you can't actually advance. Okay, do you have any more duties? I don't have any more duties for you. If you want to advance in House Redoran, you'll need to talk. You need one of the councils to sponsor you. Ah.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
I mean, yes, he did kind of start it all. Dealing with messing with the Septim Empire, but a lot of stuff happens all the time in the Elder Scrolls world, and the fact that they're a Daedra around, which kind of see the world as their plaything, doesn't really help either.
Here not long ago.
So yeah, it's the world started off first era pretty nice. I mean, though there was the enslavement of the Bredens and Aliens and stuff like that, but they're the level of magic and technology. It wasn't a dumb subtitle if they would have kept their original vision for the game, which was you were a gladiatorial fighter and you'd fight across the Empire in all these different arenas and then eventually end up in the Imperial City. Vargoth is next. And Overlord Nader, welcome to chat, welcome to stream today. The blue that you chose for your name, I don't know if you chose it or got assigned to you, but that blue makes it ridiculously hard to read your name. I'm sorry. What can you do for me? Could you sponsor me? Like, give me duties? You have rescued my son and I'm grateful, but there is another favor I wish to ask you. Varver Cetheri has been accused of foul murder of Braylon Kavarin. Name first, gameplay later. I know. That still happens nowadays, sort of. I mean, we get franchise things, like Assassin's Creed. It's definitely a name first, gameplay later. Because the games don't play like Assassin's Creed anymore. Who's that? He's one of your son's friends. I can't believe my own son would do such a thing. But the evidence is persuasive. Which is green to you? Huh, oh well. I said your name once, I don't necessarily need to say it again. Welcome. I am doing well, by the way. Last week, past 10 days have been long. I had a long weekend. I didn't have work on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but that weekend my hard drive was failing, so I had to reinstall Windows and get everything up to date over the course of the week, and then I worked 4 10-hour days. I also worked 10 hours today, but I feel refreshed after my second weekend. Back into streaming. To be young and naive. I personally, though, am looking forward to the Daggerfall Unity project. I don't know if you've heard of that. Basically, they're building a converter for the Daggerfall engine to pull all the data out and then have it run in Unity, the Unity game engine, which lets them do really good draw distance and a bunch of other nice lighting and stuff. It still has the same graphics, still sprites, but it looks nice. I will definitely stream that when it's finished. It's gonna be a while though. I mean, the main quest is playable from start to finish as of right now. Magic isn't in the game, and nor are the other quest lines, I don't think. But as a fighter, you could play the game as a non-magic fighter all the way through, main quest-wise. I would start by speaking with your son. Okay, enough of the tangent. Speak to your son about him. He's in his room in the guard quarters. Alright, so we gotta go to the guard quarters and speak with his son. You're trying to mix Gothic, Morrowind, and Daggerfall. I never played Gothic. I never played any of the Gothic games. I've heard good things, but I've never played any of them. And my experience with Daggerfall is relegated to probably around 3 hours. But recently, I mean, by recently I mean within the past year or so, I did manage to get more Daggerfall. I tweaked the controls enough that it felt like a modern Elder Scrolls game with the controls. Where am I supposed to go? Is that not the space where your son is? You said he was in the guard quarters. That says, yes, they're guard quarters. That's a locked door. That's a locked door. That's locked. They're all locked. Alright. Well, I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to open your doors. Oh. I guessed the right one. Daggerfall meets Mountain Blade. Huh. See, I think you can get rid of some of the issues with the blandness of travel across Daggerfall's huge world by still having that, but if you did Mountain Blade style travel between locations, that could work. Because you still technically preserve scale, and time passes faster while you're traveling like that, but... work? I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well. What can I do for you? I'd like to ask you about your friend who was murdered. I didn't kill him! My closest friend. Guards found me near his body, but I don't remember anything that happened that night. Sometimes I have bad dreams. Great bad dreams. Bad news. That is bad news bears right there. Sometimes I kill him. My dreams. It's horrible. That doesn't mean I killed him, does it? I was having bad dreams before he died, and about that time I got that Ash statue. Oh, now we're dealing with that. Oh, great, Ash statues. Right over there. If you take it away, the bad dreams will stop. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Seriously, why? Too much scrib jelly. That also might do it, but seriously though, why would you have an Ash statue in your room? I mean, don't you hear the whispering? It's in your mind. You start murdering people, and then it just spirals down from there. Then you eventually lose your face, and then you're a zombie, and it's a spiral you don't want to go down. Yeah, the Ash statue troubles me. I would have you speak with someone at the temple about the statue. Perhaps, Lovoris Serrano would know more of it? Right? Words are hard to pronounce, okay? SHs. I don't know. I don't know if it's my accent coming through. Not that I have much of an accent. If I have any accent, it's a it's a Midwestern, classical Minnesotan accent. Oh yeah, you betcha. But even then, I don't have much. Alright, let's hope that the person at the temple is at the Old Run Temple, and not some other one. I have to go searching across the world for the right temple. I also maybe should have clicked on the name to ask. Speaking of which, no, I don't wish to join the temple as I don't necessarily follow your faith. The Mordor. I'll try not to. I'll try not to. No, you don't know the person I need to speak to. You are the person I need to speak to. That's good to hear. Yes, Sotharian Sinner. Alright, Athen? Athen? Saritheri. Satheri? Sarethi. Sarethi. That's how I'm gonna say it. Athen Sarethi. Said to expect someone. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about this Ash statue? This statue? Give it to me. I'll see if I can clear Balver's name for the murder of Braylon. Caravan. But an Ash statue. Give it to you. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna keep it for myself because I want to end up like an Ash zombie with my face missing and a trunk thing and Cthulhu tentacles, and it goes downhill fast. Thank you, Safia. Yes, I can see here that there's some kind of conjuration enchantment on the statue. I believe the statue has influenced him in some manner, causing him to kill his friend. He may still be under the influence of the statue. Tell Varver to come and speak with me. I'm sure he's no longer influenced by the statue. I will have him cleared of the murder. Alright. Wow, that was bright. That was a bright, sunny day. Alright. We'll go back and say, oh yeah, you were ensorcelled to possibly murder people. Just so happened to murder your friend, which is highly unfortunate for you, but can't bring back the dead now, can we? I mean, I'll say a prayer for him, for that the Nine guide him. Probably nothing. But that's about it. All I can do. I can protect the living. And I can deal with the undead. It's not illegal if you do it to guard an ancestral tomb. But yes, necromancy is kind of not suggested. And my character being a paladin and a lawful character and righteous also has problems with necromancy a bit. You'll see him as soon as you can. I know where I got the statue. I got it from Gultus Skavarin at the Rat in the Pot. Alright, we got a 6th house agent. Alright, let's deal with the agent. Yeah, okay. If you cobble all your dead relatives together into an abominable guardian, then what are they guarding? Because they're supposed to be guarding your relatives. So I guess the lower rank relatives get turned into zombies to guard the high ranking relatives. I don't know how that works. I don't know who they decide who they raise and who they don't. Thank you, Safia. I understand that my son's name will be cleared when he has been purged of the Ash statue's influence. I knew my son would never murder his friend. I understand the statue influenced him in some way. Yes, about that. Advancement? I am now House Cousin of House Redoran. Along with being your top warrior, because I killed someone for you. Oh yeah, Tomb Rotters. Yeah, I mean, well, it's protecting the ancestors and their treasure. I wouldn't say treasure, but their effects, their posthumous or posthominous or whatever. There's stuff from the after that they want to bring or whatever that they're buried with. You know what I'm saying. Anything else for me? Hey, Traven. Nice to see you. You are doing well. Ordis Nerano, a Kalalu noble, claims that the Archmagister, Oyavin Venom, guilty of certain indiscretions with the wife of another counselor. I sense gossip. While I do not approve of the Archmaester, of all the Archmaester does, as a councilman of House Veteran, I cannot let this accusation stand. I want you to stop his slanders. I mean, it's not slander if it's true, or is it still slander? Libel, or is it libel? Libel, I think, is written. I don't know the. I know that there's a difference between slander and libel. The slander is being portrayed, but Ordis Nerano track him down and demand that he withdraw his slander. Challenge him to a duel. Do not shame House Veteran by murdering him. The duel is an honorable tradition dating back to at least the founding of the Redasian? Founding of Redasian? I'm assuming that's the Redarin province. Alright, anything else? Can you advance me anything? Alright. Making false and damaging statements. But the thing is, they're not false statements. Okay, slander is anything offensive to someone. Okay, so it might technically be slander then. Even if it is true. Before we leave town, though, I am going to visit the Rat in the Pot to see if we can find the guy who was peddling ash statues and prevent further spread of madness. Or soul sickness, as I believe the term is among the Dunmer.
It's so good to meet you.
Oh, likewise. You made the same joke. Okay. My pronunciation of ash apparently isn't clear enough. No, it's not you. Nope. Nope. You're a little late to the joke. You get it.
You Inma.
How could you? No, never mind. Take care of this right now. He pulled out a little knife. What did you think was gonna happen, dude? Look. We are head of the Fighters Guild. And high ranking in a bunch of other stuff. No, I don't want to rest.
That's unusual.
What, a dead guy on the floor? Yeah, I know. Hey, 3 of them. Read his note. Here's another crate of statues. These are to be placed here in Alderaan. Place the statues quickly, wisely. Destroy this note. Do not disappoint me again. Hananari. No idea who that is. Oh, the authorities will deal with you. You forget to equip your good... Did he even have a good weapon? He has 2 steel daggers. So no, he equipped his only weapon. So while I'm thinking about it, and while the gates of the city are still open, I believe, that might be locked. Yeah, they're locked. Alright, we'll hop the fence. We're gonna head down to the fort. Yeah. So that Mortimer, if in case you can't tell already, the game is decently heavily modded. Here's that Ashland goat. Here's a sheep. So the biggest mod that changes the most stuff would be Morrowind Rebirth that I'm playing with. But other than that, it's mostly just texture replacers and the small tweak mods. So yes, Morrowind Rebirth does change some of the cities, some of the layout. And on the larger cities, they do add gates that lock at sunset and open at sunrise. Which is a slight inconvenience. I get it for lore reasons. It's just I wish that the timing on them was a bit different. Like, they only open up, I think it's like 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And if I had to guess right now, it's currently 8 p.m. Or after 8 at some point. I wish it was like 2 hours later and 2 hours earlier.
What was that?
Yes, at least you can climb the walls Daggerfall style. Instead of having to spend the night in town before leaving. Or spend the night outside of town because you can't get in because it's a loading screen. Ah, yes, here's the Maiden's Token. Verona Nellis is dead. Then the secret dies with her. Advancement? You cannot give advances anymore. Talk to the Knight of the Imperial Dragon. Varus Varantis in Ebonheart. Ah, the Knight of the Imperial Dragon. I guess we will go with him. Do you have any more things for me to deal with around town? Like orders? You have no more orders for you? Check with the Knight Protectors and the other forts. Alright. But, yes, the top bloke. Man in charge of the big cheese. Is the next person to speak to. Rest for 10 hours. I'm awoken by a loud noise. What is this loud noise that awoke me? Is it the smith? No. I guess. Then I can arrest our enemies nearby. There isn't... Oh! I was not expecting an assassin. An assassin? For me? Yes, first assassin. I had a Dark Brotherhood delay attack mod on, and it literally took... well... That's day 75, where we loaded today. We're probably on day 78 or something, if I had to guess. In the game. And we're probably a good 60 hours in. Between 50 and 60. Apparently I got either high enough level. I hit one of the conditions for assassins. So... I know, the Mortar... It's a good idea for a mod, because also, if you go to Mournhold right away to follow the quest for the assassins, you's gonna die. Skyrim, I thought, more so than any other Bethesda game, was good about introducing DLC. That was one of the best things that Skyrim did compared to other Bethesda games. Like, Fallout 4 does a good job too. But, like, Fallout 3, New Vegas... Okay, New Vegas isn't Bethesda, but you know what I'm saying. And like, Oblivion, where it's like, Oh, hey, Oblivion, you have all these custom houses? Or not custom houses, but you have all like the house DLC installed. We're just gonna give you the deeds for free as soon as you get out of the dungeon. Don't know where you got those or how. Shivering Owl is okay, but a lot of the smaller DLC. Yeah. I think Shivering Owls takes roughly 2 weeks in game before the island shows up, I think. Go. See, Skyrim, I think it's level 10 vampire attacks start, and that's when you can start doing Dawnguard stuff is level 10. After the vampire attacks start. And then... and horse armor. Where are we going? I don't... Yes, I should report that attempt to my life to a guard. But... there is the Slanders, so that'd be going back down to Balmora. And you know what? We're gonna do that. Except we're gonna walk. Because when my hard drive died and I reinstalled everything, and I loaded my saves, I lost all the discovery on the world map, which sucks. We're gonna walk down to Balmora, and it's gonna be fun. Because I want to get some of the map back. Basically, whenever I start Oblivion, because I have all the DLC, as soon as I start up the game, or before, as soon as I make my character and I get all of the, like, here's all the deeds to houses you magically have, I just drop them immediately. I don't really want any of the houses. I should probably just find a way to just not have that content installed. But then again, there's mods, some mods that rely on it, and... oh yeah, I forgot. Morrowind Rebirth did this to me. Oh, go away. It added those things. Come here. Come here, you toothy demon. Oh, I don't doubt that the things are awesome. It's just that I don't want them for free. Basically, I remove all the stuff from inventory, and then if I get to a point where I feel like I've earned them, then I'll put them in there. Skooma here, skooma there, skooma everywhere. Gladius. I have no idea who that is, but Sabaka, I think, partook a little too hard on the, what is that, 3 bottles? Dang, kitty. Gotta know your limits. Don't OD on the skooma, that's just not healthy. Okay, any amount of skooma is probably unhealthy, but 3 bottles? That's definitely high on the unhealthy scale. Alright, let's see if it's late enough in the morning. Diabetes. Yep. I mean, I don't know the, I mean, it's distilled moon sugar, right? Yeah, that can't be healthy. I don't know if it's the, like, overdose of drugs in his system, or did his arteries just give out? Maybe a bit of both. Little column A, little column B. Now the question is, will we be able to enter the city of Caldera Or will the gates be locked to us because it's 7 a.m.? And apparently everyone in Elder Scrolls universe, at least in Vardenfell, sleeps in. Seriously. It's 7 a.m. I'm at work at 7 a.m. in the morning. Oh, come on. Do I waste a levitation thing? Get over the wall? Or do I go around? We're gonna go around. I mean, there's nothing I really need to do in Caldera. I just wanted it on my map again, and walking around will get it on my map. Come here. Come here, you really awesome designed creature. Oh, for those of you who don't recognize the sword I'm wielding, because of mod replacers, that was one, I mean, it was blighted, so it is diseased. It's not healthy. It's not well. I am wielding Chrysamere. So, it looks different. It's just as effective. And it is one of my favorite weapons in the game. Also, I love this helmet. Right now, it's mainly just for show because its armor rating is crap compared to everything else I have, but it does look good. I don't need to jump in. Just head back down, all the way down to Balmora. And now they're unlocked. I could go in if I wanted to, but no, we'll just power through the rain and thunder and any other shenanigans back down to where our current base of operations is in the town of Balmora. I know, that seems very much like a, you've earned it. Now let's give you your due, which happens to be an awesome castle, or house, or tower. That's kind of like how I feel that they are. Like they're kind of designed along the guild lines, they just weren't tied in at all. I have tried Dragon's Dogma. I've played like 5-6 hours of it. I like the combat. The story's alright. I mean, it's not bad. I like the customization, I like the combat. The world design, it's a weirdly weird world design. The best way I can describe it is it's somewhere between Dark Souls and Shadow of the Colossus, where there's a lot of space in between. I was ranting earlier about buffer space between like content. It has too much buffer space between content, in my opinion. And then when you get to content, it's kind of like Dark Souls, where it's about finding shortcuts to you get back to these areas faster. But it's hard like Dark Souls. It doesn't necessarily scale that well. in my opinion. I'm also not that great at hard games, so that may have something to do with it. So basically what was happening with me is I was getting stuck because I'd get to a certain point, and it took me a long way to travel there. There was no way to save really along the way because there's no just instant save. Let's see how much of our loot we may have lost due to how loading works. Really? Oh, great, I gotta deal with this skooma now. I mean, I inherited this house. It's not my skooma.
What day is it?
But I mean, if I do want to have like some Imperial friends over, I don't want them like uncovering what's not mine and be like, oh hey, skooma addict. Fine. A lot of stuff. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma, it was fun. I had fun with it. I kind of want to go back to it, but I really want to find a mod that makes better scaling in the game. Except the only thing I can find is mods that make the game harder. And that's not what I want. I want the game to be easier. Carrying all that glass armor. Boots of the Apostle don't need as well. Considering that I have the travel stained pants. I mean, it'll definitely scratch the itch to some point. It's still very much an open world, and the city and scale of it is really cool. It's spectacular. The combat's a lot of fun, climbing on top of these giant creatures, kind of like Shadow Colossus style. The customization with your character and your pawns is a lot of fun, and the combat styles are wildly different. But it hits me the wrong way in a few little areas, and I couldn't get into it as much as I would like. Have a muffin. Why not? And I don't think we need to sell anything. We're still good on weight. Actually, what is this? Am I not wearing that shirt? Here. Still carrying a lot. And the Daedric arrows probably don't help. Scrolls. Yeah, we're fine. So, there is someone here that is slandering a member of House Veteran. We must put a stop to it. And it's close enough, Traven. We got your point. Guys, look. The Morrowind graphics extender can handle rain clipping in the game. And so Oblivion, I don't know if there's a mod that does this, but they fixed it in Special Edition Skyrim. So when we get to Skyrim, we'll have rain clipping. We won't, I don't think, have it for Oblivion, though. So I don't know of a mod that does it. Alright, so who are we talking to? We need to find Nerano. And I believe there is Nerano Manor up here. It's not this manor, which is Galalo. Is this one Nerano? Yes, this is Nerano Manor. I can finally hear myself think. Yes, I wish to tell you to stop slandering. Ha! Slander. I told the truth about Beovan Verenum. I guess your veterans are too dumb to know what the truth is. If you want a duel over this, you got one. Right? I shall duel.
You Inma.
Alright, we'll duel right here, right now. When you're ready, Safia. I almost feel sorry for him. He's coming at me with fists. He probably broke his knuckles on the armor. And then I'm like, pull my sword. I'm like, really? We gonna do this right here, right now? Okay. Die, dead. Okay, I am doing these quests that are probably lower level quests, kind of. Much later in the game than normally, but seriously? You're just gonna punch me for your duel? At least set up something in the arena or something. I'm not gonna leave. It's an honorable duel. He gave up when you challenged him? He should have given up. I mean, I'm wearing 3 legendary artifacts, wielding a legendary sword, and what isn't legendary is ridiculously good quality, so... I don't know what he was thinking. Hello, Argonian friend. I am liking that Sylph Strider. I mean, I have high speechcraft too. Like, I'll show you in a second. Travel. I'll run. Like, speechcraft is a major skill. My speechcraft is 74, and our personality is at 80. So... that sounds right, Traven. It is the legendary Paladin's Blade of Chrysamere. That we actually just found randomly in a cave. Imagine that. I mean, we didn't go out of the way to find the cave or anything. We just happened to stumble upon it while we were hunting some bandits. Don't know why they would have had it, but Lynn took it from them. By witch? I think there was a witch involved. I believe the witch is dead now. Yes, I do not think he will slander Husband again. Well, that's because he's dead, Cytheri. He's dead. The old man challenged me to a duel right then and there, and I slaughtered him, okay? I don't know what you expected of me. Try that, actually. Not performing enough duties. Yes, I killed him. Oh, I didn't click slander, that was the thing. You have defeated him in a duel. Defended the honor of your house, yes, but... can I advance now? Duties. I believe there to be smugglers operating near the coast in the cave of Chernenball. Chernenball is a cave southwest of Narmak. I'll mark the town on your map. I've heard that the smugglers are led by a Dunmer named Dororder Helen? That's Helene? That's totally the person that was on the note for the ash statues. true. And the Red Guard, Ajin, kill the leaders and report back to me. I believe the smugglers is a local contact somewhere here in Aldrun. It may be worth your time investigating here. I already killed their local contact. So, we're going to be heading off to our mock. Okay. Sorry. I was just squinting at how long I've been live. I don't know if we'll clear out this bandit cave tonight or not. We have about a half hour left in the stream. I should say I have about a half hour of streaming left in me. Tonight. Because while this isn't really like a job per se that I have, I mean, I just do it in my free time. But it's not complete free time. It's sort of work. You can stream and stuff like this. With this stream, I'll have worked 12 hours today, so a little bit of downtime. Except for that. Sup? No, we're not traveling. What am I doing? I guess that was just instinct. 24-hour stream. If I hit 1,000, if I hit 1,000 followers, I'll think about doing a long form, community-driven, play with everyone stream again. But not till I hit 1,000. Yeah, I do miss the voices. I think that's it's more of a local Vardenfell thing. I mean, it's the ash in the air, stuff like that. So maybe when Elder Scrolls 6 come up, maybe. So one thing I've been thinking of doing, I'm kind of curious what you guys' input is on this. So I have a bunch of just like game keys for games that I'm never gonna play, that are like that I got from like Humble Bundles and stuff, where I haven't redeemed the keys yet. I'm like, you know what? I could give those out. For games that I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna install or anything. I have keys. I just have, or they're duplicate keys for games that I've already bought or something like that. What do you guys think of me doing? I don't know if it was weekly or something. Some sort of giveaway thing, because I just have them. It's not like I'm buying them or trying to buy you guys off. I mean, if you guys don't think that's a smart thing to do or an ethical thing, I don't know. I don't want to do it to just draw in people. Like that's not the reason why I want to do it. Is I want to do it to spread what I have. Like they're just sitting in my humble library. I'm not using them. So I figured I might as well give them out to the guys that support me, the community, and the people that watch these streams. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I might save those for like an event stream or something like that, where it's like kind of not say a 24-hour stream, but like our mock, we're gonna have to go south. Or something where it's like on like a weekend or something where I do like a longer form. By longer form, I mean like 3-4 hour stream. And then maybe I just keep track of people who are active in chat, and then I do like a raffle. And I announce the game beforehand, and basically I do, if you're active in chat, I have you guys message something. And then I just roll or die or something. I think it'd be a pretty fair way to do it. I also would probably exclude people that have already won in the past. Really? You saw me from there? Wow, good eyes on you. Make sound. Trivia questions? I don't know if I'd do trivia questions, because I want a lot of people to be able to answer, or be able to enter. Anyone who wants to should be able to be in the raffle, but I gotta figure out some way of filtering out. I can't just go to like my followers list and then roll on the 600 some people there because I just be giving out a key to someone who doesn't watch me, most likely, like statistically. And I kind of want to reward the guys that are like you guys. They're active in chat and are watching and basically feeding the growth of the stream and feeding the success of the channel, whatever success is determined by. It's not like I'm trying to do this for a living. I have a job. I work 9 to 10 hours a day right now, so I don't need monetary compensation, so I'm not like I need to grow this channel to become some big thing and take over YouTube and be the next big Twitch streamer or whatever. No, it's just fun. But it's more fun with more people. Up to a point. I think it could be too busy. It could get too big at one point, and if it's too big, I can't interact with you. Like if you watch big streamers, they don't get to reply hardly ever to what the audience is saying. Basically, it's they're doing their own commentary, and then the chat is having its own chat with itself. Whereas being the size that I am allows for communication between us. And I can respond to nearly every comment you guys make. Which is a lot of fun. I'll forget my roots. Oh, of course. It's just a symptom of it. What? Oh, it's a rat. Forgot about this weird thing. Go away. Oh, I don't forget the little people. There's still some people here that watch me occasionally that have been watching me for almost 2 years now, dang. Told Theric that he has to stop importing exotic creatures from all over Tamriel. But alas, he won't listen. As all of his endeavors, we now have a worm mouth terrorizing the Bitter Coast, spreading fear amongst the populace. I hope and pray we can handle this situation without risking life and limb. I should use that scroll. Oh, I know you're watching me. I know. It's a whole bunch of notice me, but it's never gonna work because they're not reading the comments. I mean, they may be scanning the comments, but they're not necessarily always reading them, and they're not replying to them. Moonier, welcome to chat. Welcome to the stream today. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you back. Let's go indeed. It's nice to be back. It was kind of frustrating when I found out that my hard drive was failing and I had to reinstall Windows. Been reinstalling Morrowind and remodding. Luckily, I saved my saves. Which I'm glad I did a double check on that. Because I had assumed that Morrowind saved where all the other Elder Scrolls games saved, which was in My Games, well, Documents, My Games, and then the name of the game. But no, Morrowind saves, at least when you have it at your Steam, like I do, saves directly into the Steam directory. So, yeah, I'm glad I double checked that before I wiped my hard drive. So we didn't lose any progress. I just had to take a week off to reinstall all the mods. I hope you are doing well, Moonier. I know, it would have been terrible, considering the fact that we're like 60 hours into this playthrough. And I don't want to restart that. Now, does Narmak have a place to stay for the night? I don't recall. I don't think so. But we'll see. Nice! Did you do well in this tournament? Yeah, I doubt they do as well. Were you watching the tournament or were you participating in the tournament? And if you're participating, did you do well? Yeah, there's no place here. Some weird god rays there for the setting sun, like below the horizon. Oh, look, it's a dead slaughterfish. Or I should say, a slaughtered fish. That's it's like top third, not bad. 3 wins, 2 losses. Not bad. I mean, I'm nowhere near good with any game to be involved in any sort of tournament. The only game that I would say remotely competent at to do like competitive level stuff would maybe be Titanfall 2 on Xbox. But that's it. That's pretty much it. Fighting games don't. No. Fighting games are probably that or RTS games might be the. No, MOBAs are high up there. Those 3 genres, which are a good section of competitive scenes, are not my cup of tea or what I'm good at. I'll play Smash Bros with friends. I have fun with it. I am not good at all. What can I do for you? I don't know. Just random dude standing out here in full orcish armor. I mean, it's not suspicious or anything. It's not like you're standing outside a known den of 6th house smugglers that are trying to spread chaos by selling ash statues. Okay. I choose neither. I'll choose stand and kill, not run or die.
Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain.
Meh. No, I don't need your iron arrows or your bow or anything. I want to find a better bow. No, wait, let me finish my sentence. Yeah, sometimes they just keep talking after they're dead.
Oh, you die!
You'll be dead soon.
I will? Was that a you or an I that it was supposed to be? I mean, the proper thing would have been, I'll be dead soon. You gotta learn to use the correct subject for your sentence. Oh! You
won't escape me that easily.
Seriously? I'm assuming you're former Legion. Really? That... You just gave me another reason to hate you, okay? Former Legion? Selling? Smuggling? Come on. Alright. Slime boy. Yes. Well, okay. Slime Boy, it's also been a little while since I've streamed, due to the imminent hard drive failure that I had to deal with. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Basically put streaming on hold for a solid week as I had to reinstall Windows and then reinstall a bunch of programs and mods to get back up to speed. But we're back. And, we should be back to streaming a few nights a week now. Okay, these guys had a lot of contraband here that I'm gonna have to confiscate as a, well, member of the Imperial Legion and upholder of law. Gotta gather the evidence to present. You just leave this stuff here, some other smuggling group is gonna come by. Just wait. They're probably just waiting out there right now, waiting for me to leave so they can swoop in while I'm gone and clean out the place. Alright, see you later, the Mortimer. Or that Mortimer. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll get you on another stream. Yeah, they're probably just waiting outside, waiting for me to leave so they can come in and grab the stuff. And I'm not going to let these lucrative items fall into hands that would sell it and then use the profits for nefarious purposes. No, can't let that happen. If they walk in here and find nothing, they'll probably be discouraged from smuggling in the area, and they'll be less of a nuisance on the rest of the townsfolk and less of a strain on the Imperial subjects that are around here. Yes, much better to commandeer the items and not let them fall into unsavory hands. Alright, see you, Slime Boy. Enjoy your lurking. And actually, you know, there's not much more left in the stream. You got in around the 2-hour mark. There's a few more minutes, but always nice to see you. Oh, and I did have a good weekend. Thanks for asking. It was a shorter weekend than the weekend before, but it was much more restful. Considering that the weekend before I was having to deal with computer issues all weekend. This one I could just kind of relax. Oh. You may have summoned a winged Twilight, but I'm not all that concerned about it.
Let's see what you're made of.
I'm stuck on dead bodies, I'm stuck on dead bodies. Seriously, you guys have a lot of contraband here. Unregulated magic items. Unregulated potions, I mean, you got tons of stuff here that really should be accounted for in the Imperial coffers. In fact, most of this is probably stolen. Probably ransacked ships as they've been going along the coast, and then you smuggle your own ships, smuggle this all around by all of Morrowind. You probably bring this stuff to the mainland. You know the East Empire companies, the only people that are... Wow. The 5 Fingers of Pain is a ring that it does a little bit of damage, but it does a little bit of everything. I know, unregistered soul gems, I mean... The 9 forbid if there's a black soul gem in here. I mean, come on, guys. I can't let you guys just be peddling this stuff everywhere. Vardenfell is not... I was going to say the Wild West, but there's no such Wild West in the... Sellington... I know. Who knows who their clients might be? How many innocents might get injured with their... I don't want to say carelessness, but their reckless abandon for laws and what is right. And what is just. I didn't find any of the ash statues. Apparently they've moved all of those. And, don't have any left. Which means I'm going to have to track those down. But, we are going to leave that for tomorrow night. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I certainly enjoyed getting back into the game, and hope to catch you guys another night streaming. Good night, everyone.